Lee here, the Diabetic Walker. It's a glorious day today. The sun is shining on us once more. We're now in Holly Hill Woodland. Just checked my glucose, they've dropped quite dramatically to 5.9. Once again, I've forgotten something. Hello again, Lee here, the Diabetic Walker. Out once again for a local walk this time. I've just left Burslem train station behind and we're heading up to Holly Hill Woodland Park. It's a glorious day today. The sun is shining on us once more and I'm very grateful for it after the first couple of months of this year, just constant rain. So if you've seen the last video, you'll see we had sunshine then and we've got it again today, which is great. When I left the train, my glucose levels were 11.7. Walked just about a mile. They've now dropped slightly to 11.2 and they are still heading down. Had a small breakfast this morning and I did take 2 units of insulin. That's my bolus, that's what I always take, because this walk is not going to be a strenuous walk and it's not going to be a long walk. We're now in Holly Hill Woodland. I have been here before, but I haven't really explored it that much, so we're going to have a good look around today. We're going to have a good old chat about diabetes. First thing I notice is plenty of places to sit down, be it a bench, or there's plenty of fallen trees placed along the paths. Very nice. I think I can hear the water. There is a river that runs through here. This is a managed woodland, and from what I've seen so far, it is very well managed. It's absolutely beautiful. There is some work going on in the forest now. Perfect day to be doing that. Phew, made it across there safely. If you're a regular viewer to the channel, you will probably know I am forever forgetting stuff. to bring with me on these walks. Once again, I've forgotten something. If you can figure out what it is, just leave it in the comments. A little bit of fun. It's not really something important, but it's something that I nearly always bring with me on the walks. Where are we going to go here? Up, I think. We've walked 2.5 miles. It's nearly 11 o'clock. And just checked my glucose. They've dropped quite dramatically to 5.9 in quite a short space of time, and they're still heading down. So I'm going to stop in a minute, see what I can find in my bag to get them back up again. Apparently there's a viewpoint at the end of this path, so hopefully there's going to be a bench there, and I'll stop there for a quick break. Well, here's the viewpoint. There's the bench, as I predicted. I mean, it's not quite what I expected, but it's okay. That's the River Hamble there. Let's have a quick zoom in on that. It's quite a nice path. It runs right along to the mouth of the river from Burslem. I think I've made a video of that. Not posted it yet though. Anyhow, I'm going to sit down and get some glucose tablets in me. Somebody commented on one of my videos a little while ago, do I never take glucose tablets with me when I'm out walking? Yeah, I do sometimes, but two things. For me, if I've got the chance to eat a bit of chocolate, I know it's not quite as fast acting as glucose tablets, but if I've got the chance to eat a bit of chocolate, I will eat it, because I don't get the chance that often. Second thing is, with those glucose tablets, once you've opened the packet, it's very difficult to stop them falling out of what's remaining of the packet, so they end up gathering fluff and dust, and that's not very nice. But I've come up with a solution to that, so I'll keep them in this now. Does the job. Had a short stop there. Now walking up this path alongside the fence here. I had 3 glucose tablets. That was enough to get my glucose levels going back up. They're up to just over 5 now. We're going to head back the way we came on a slightly different path. Then I'm going to find somewhere quite quiet to sit down. There's not that many people about today. I've seen probably half a dozen dog walkers mainly. I'm going to stop and have some lunch in about 15-20 minutes. Okay, so it's time for Lee's diabetic facts, number 2. So, 4 out of 10 diabetics don't even know that they have it. Now this leads us on to another subject about the awareness of diabetes, or the lack of it. I don't know why, but I think there is a serious lack of awareness when it comes to diabetes. Television adverts letting you know the signs of strokes or heart attacks. Nothing like that for diabetes. I understand that strokes and heart attacks are a slightly different scenario, but it took friends of mine to basically sit me down and say, look, you don't look well. I'd lost a lot of weight. I've always been around 12 stone and I went down to just under 10 stone. And so I took their advice. I went to the doctors. They checked my ketones, they checked my blood sugars, and they were 32, which is kind of off the scale. And they said you shouldn't really be able to be walking in here. Now, I had a lot of what I now know are symptoms for diabetes. The weight loss is one of them. Drinking massive amounts of water and peeing a lot. I didn't know that these were signs of diabetes. And this was going on for quite a few months before people finally sat me down and said, look, you need to get to the doctors. And like I say, that's exactly what I did. Lost over 2 stone in weight. Was feeling stupidly tired all the time. Frustrating because I didn't know what it was. I didn't think I was ill. I just didn't know what it was. Ignorance on my part, I guess. I think the point I'm trying to make is, if there was more awareness about the signs to look out for, I probably would have picked up on them. There's probably a lesson for all of us to learn there. If your body's doing things that it wouldn't normally do, it probably means there's something wrong. So if you're drinking a lot, urinating a lot, well, that's a pretty obvious sign, you would think, isn't it? I didn't think so, though. Well, that was an interesting way of spraying a surface to be repaired, I would guess. But they'd sprayed it up onto the leaves and then back down onto the pavement. Felt like just moving the leaves around in a wiggly line. That would have confused them. So I'm off work this week, and I'm planning to get as many walks in as I possibly can. I want to do at least probably 4 or 5 walks this week, this one being the first one. Can't do one tomorrow, I've got family stuff to do. I'll do another one Wednesday, that's probably going to be New Forest. Not sure where yet. And then Thursday and Friday, Sharon and I are going camping in Charmouth. Thursday's supposed to be quite wet, which would be nice, setting the tent up in the rain. But we'll probably try and get out and do a bit of film in the afternoon, just a short one. And then Friday, once we're down there, we're going to try and find somewhere to go. We might even take a little dip into Devon, because Charmouth is right on the border between Dorset and Devon. Anyhow, wherever we go, there's going to be some nice views. It's a beautiful part of the country. I've left Holly Hill behind now. and walking back towards where we actually entered, Holly Hill. What a delightful little place that was. Really enjoyed that. So I'm going to do a sign out here, I think. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. Always appreciate that. And I hope to see you on the next one.